going to be a title contender in the very. And when he winds up, it's from the backyard.
And welcome, and Ben Masters back with you here on Continental Championship Wrestling with Bob Smith, and without the general manager Ryan North, who sent me on an impossible mission as it seemed, but his days are coming up, Bob.
I've been meaning to ask you about the trip. Did you bring me back anything?
I sure didn't. I was pretty angry most of the time, but I did see the show, and I was glad that you were able to hold your own with the general manager.
It was definitely a tough task.
Christmas is around the corner now, and I got a few gifts in mind for Ryan North. And right now, coming out to the ring, Dominique Stuckey, Mr. Wrestle America.
Yeah, Dominique Stuckey's been having some issues with Clyde Braddock, but can't seem to get him nailed down for an actual one-on-one match. It was supposed to be him and Clyde Braddock this time around, but Clyde decided he had better things to do tonight.
I can't decide if Clyde is playing head games with Dominique Stuckey or if he really is afraid of this man. I mean, Dominique's on a roll. He's just a kid, you can say. He's only been wrestling a little over a year and a half, but in that time, he has amassed some great wins over some big guys. And coming up around the corner, we're going to talk about later on, he's a very important championship match coming up.
Yes, he does. But right now, his opponent this week stepping in for Clyde Braddock is the Prince.
That's Cowboy Dennisdale's favorite wrestler.
It is. We have so much royalty in Continental Championship Wrestling. It's crazy.
The Queen and the Prince. And where's the princess? Somebody needs to say the princess.
We need a Mario and Luigi.
Well, we had one. You know, Drew Adler was all up in that era.
And Prince Charming, Prince Apollo. He's had a couple of key victories. He had one over Dax Anthony. Some would say he stole the match, but it's still a victory. Still the record book says a W.
Prince Apollo is a consummate athlete, always in tip-top shape, and he knows his way around the ring, and a win over him will certainly be great for Dominique Stuckey, but you know, Prince is also trying to make a name for himself, so he needs to get this win tonight over Dominique to move himself up.
Prince Apollo has not been in Continental long, but definitely got some attention from the fans. May not be the attention that he wants, but I don't think he really cares.
No, he's not meant much for the fans. He doesn't really cater to the people. He's there for himself, and quite successful. He's held many championships around the area. Has yet to have a championship match here, but you never know around the corner. We'll be in line for the Prince, and as we said, the results of this match will mean a lot for either man.
Right, if Prince Apollo really wants to establish himself as a key player, a victory over Mr. Wrestle America is definitely a way to do that.
That's one thing I think that maybe Dominique didn't realize what he was doing when he took that monitor on. You know, that kind of makes yourself more of a target.
Yeah, right on target, right on his back.
Because when people come here, they think, oh, this is the guy that I have to beat first. And all kind of guys coming through here, as you've already seen in the weeks past and coming up around the corner.
But for someone to take that away from him, they're going to have they got quite a standard to live up to. The work ethic this kid puts in is unremarkable.
Bella sounded that we got action here. And I'm expecting a great wrestling challenge here, a great match.
Well, that's a good way to get it started, I guess.
A little disrespect there and fouling away here. Dominique Stuckey not wasting any time on the Prince. Did not appreciate that at all.
Well, last time we saw Dominique, we saw a little bit of attitude with him as he faced off against Bryce Cannon, taking a little bit some of that Clyde Braddock frustration out on him, and now taking a little bit out here on Prince Apollo.
In the back of his mind, Clyde Braddock has really irritated this young man to the point of no return, and And I think some of the maturity is coming out of him now, that he's realizing he's in this thing full-fledged. He's in it to win it, and right now he's at the Bulletproof Championship in the back of his mind, and to get that, he's going to have to beat some more people.
Bulletproof tournament that's been going on the last couple of months. After Friday, he relinquished the title so he could focus on the Wrestle America title that he unfortunately lost not that long ago to Mike Payne.
Swing and miss, and caught him with a bulldog type move and took him down hard. And a close call, 2 count on the Prince, and the Prince rolls out of the ring.
Great crowd in Barnesville. A lot of great crowds in Barnesville. You could be a part of the action with us as well. Dominique off the apron, flying knee, taking Apollo down to the floor.
Always time for the fans, little fist bump there at ringside.
And I can hear Ryan North now. He focuses too much on the fans.
Well, I think Ryan may be jealous of Dominique Stuckey because Dominique gets maybe more attention than Ryan does. And it seems like when Ryan's not getting attention, he tries to do something else. So
I'm sure next week I'll hear something from Ryan about my little impression of him.
I'm just wondering if there's feathers sticking out of him somewhere right now. I'm just, in my mind, I'm just trying to envision.
I hope he gets that taken care of before he comes to my studio.
And now, cut off here by Prince. Spins him around, hard chops here by Prince Apollo. And now raking his eyes across that top ring rope, that steel cable. Off the ropes, comes up, caught with an elbow by Dominique Stuckey. Charges in, misses the boot, good sticking there by the Prince. Double leg trip and follows over, over the top rope, caught it. Caught him with the back of his head, and I tell you what, this man's very agile. 2 young men that can get around the ring very well.
Stomp of the hand.
Very aggressive, angry man at times, it's Prince. Likes to take out his frustrations on his opponent.
Now working over the arm of Dominique.
You hear the fans rallying behind Dominique Stuckey as always. This young man has got quite a following here, especially in Barnesville, Georgia. That's his hometown, and it's not just friends there, it's family all the way around. It's hard not to like Dominique Stuckey. I mean, he's just a good old boy. He's fought hard. He's very respectful. He just wants to always do his best, whatever that is. And you don't always win matches, but he certainly has done just exactly that in the last few weeks.
Look at that cover, that forearm across the face. Dominique able to kick out at 2.
Another man that is no stranger to Dominique Stuckey, that's Anthony. Also, I am that Bulletproof Championship, so it will come down. Somebody's got to get that title ball.
Dax went away for a little off the Continental, but then when he heard of the Bulletproof tournament, he came knocking. He wanted the opportunity, and he's making the most of it.
Misses, good roll up here.
Oh, step up kick.
Caught him in the side of the head, looked like, and really knocked him out. That could be coup de grace right here. Hooks a leg. Not quite enough, but you see he needs it segment number 9 right now. He is having a headache for sure.
He's begging for someone to answer that phone. Kick to the midsection and a snap suplex.
This match has had its wear and tear on both athletes already. Referee in for some close calls there, but not enough. Now hooking that arm. Moving into a submission type maneuver. Hoping he's worn this man down enough that he can finish him off, but that's not going to be the case as Dominique is already back to his feet. Swing and miss. Picks him up. Back suplex. And Dominique rolled up there in agony and pain.
And Apollo, instead of following up, decided to pose to the fans in Barnesville.
Not sure that's the smart thing to do. You
No,
don't
look
ever-
at that cover. That nonchalant cover, not even a 1 count.
Trying to insult Dominique Stuckey. I think beating him that way would certainly be an insult, but I don't think he's beating him quite down enough to do that to him.
Back to the arm.
Great program here. We're glad to be back on WDHN and all our YouTube followers. Be sure to subscribe if you have not.
A little bit later this program, Tracer X, and also we're going to try to get some answers about what happened with Simon Sermon and Tracer X.
Yeah, what did happen for them?
Where Simon Sermon just decided,
Inquiring minds want to know.
from his perspective, the crowd hadn't paid enough to see him wrestle.
Now, Simon Sherman is a very interesting individual, and whether you cheer him or boo him, and most people do boo him, he's a good wrestler, good king of Scientology, queen, of Scientology.
Get it right. You don't want him coming over here.
The roll of scepter needs to stay over there.
Another cover, but Simon first upset that Katie's on the poster and he's not, and then he's upset that the fans aren't paying enough to see him wrestle. I don't know what's going on in the mind of Simon Sherman. I don't think anyone does.
What do you think Simon wants for Christmas? What does somebody like Simon get for Christmas? I don't even know. Where would you buy him something?
Well, no matter what you buy him, he's not going to be happy with it.
No. Maybe polish for his crown. Good step-up kick. Caught him really hard right in the nose. That could have broke his nose right there. Top both legs, spins him around. Oh! Caught him across that back. And that could be the stun he needs. Not quite enough.
Great opening contest here at Continental Championship Wrestling. That's why you subscribe so you can watch every week. Great action like this. And Dominique pulling himself up to the top.
Dominique stays in top tip shape. Always training, ready from one match to another.
Oh, that guillotine leg drop off the top.
And he came down hard. That's got to knock him out right there. I don't believe he's going to get up now. But he did. Somehow he got the shoulder up. Great action here on Continental Championship Wrestling. So glad you joined us. So it's like this, live. Come join us whether we're in Barnesville, Georgia, Dothan, Alabama, wherever you see us. Be sure to come and be a part of the action.
Oh, Hollow's got him up.
Coming down hard across the back here. Puts that leg, and again, close call, but not enough. Dominique Stuckey is still in this fight. Double arm hook now. Good escape here by Stuckey. Swing and miss with the clothesline. Good kick here and goes behind him. Couple of elbows by Stuckey. Tries to go off the ropes. Cut off by the Prince. Rugged clothesline. That was a vicious one from the side there. I don't think Dominique Stuckey even saw that coming. Pulls him to the center ring. He's got him.
Hollow now throwing a hissy fit, a royal hissy fit, I guess you would call it. But he can't lose focus. He's got to stay on Dominique if he wants to get this victory.
Both men are down. This has been a grueling match for both men.
Just opening and slap, disrespecting Dominique ever since the opening bell. Oh!
You hear that one all over the building right there. The hard shot by the Prince Apollo. And now setting Dominique up on that top ring rope. Moving around, trying to set him up for what could be a superplex here. And that could be a devastating move off that top there.
Dominique throwing the block.
Good maneuvering here, maneuvering that leg to block him. Headbutt by Dominique Stuckey, and the Prince goes down. And now Dom perching on that top rope, comes down, he misses. Oh, did not miss that time. Got him with that tackle.
Dominique says that this is the end.
Again, double hook, and gonna drive him. Head first, he went down.
And Dominique
that's it.
Gets the victory. Mr. Wrestle America coming up big against Prince Apollo.
Great matchup here tonight, but Dominique Stuckey is the winner. Take nothing away from the Prince. He gave him a hard fight all the way through.
You know, in the back of Dominique's mind, he's still got to be thinking about Clyde Braddock. When is Clyde going to show up? When are they actually going to have the match?
Your winner, Mr. Wrestle America, showing why they call that man Mr. Wrestle America. He's the man. All he needs now is a belt.
It's funny. It's real funny how there's all these guys, big bad guys that are supposedly better than me. And then on the day that we're supposed to go one-on-one, face to face, someone's nowhere to be found. You can say a lot of things about about Dominic Stuckey, but no one has ever been able to say that he runs. No one can say that he hides, and no one can say that he gives up. I can understand. I've been doing this a long time. In fact, just a couple years ago, I was in one of those seats. I used to set up this ring, put up those tables, grab orders for the guys in the back. I don't care if it all ends tonight. No one can ever take away from me that I worked hard. But that hard work isn't done. If Clyde doesn't want to be my dream match, I got somebody else in mind. Last time I checked, Tracer X and I tied. So Tracer, in July, if it's all the same to you, I say we go another 15, if you're up for it.
Dominique Stuckey calling out Tracer X. The last time they met, they got interrupted by Simon Sermon. Dominique wants to go one more time.
Tracer X certainly a man that has made a name for himself in professional wrestling, and these two have not finished business, that's for sure. They have not ended the score to see who the better man is. So that'd be a great matchup if we get to see that match again, Stuckey and Tracer X. And coming up on Saturday, December 14th, it's the Fight Before Christmas, Bob. Well, new names coming in. Brian Idol from AEW is going to be here. Bobby Flaco is going to be here. Ryan O'Shun returns. Scotty Beach, your favorite wrestler, is coming back.
The Noodles are back.
Yes, Noodle time is coming. The Peruvian Pitbull, Xander Ramon. And we got a special surprise, I do, for Ryan North. And Ryan North, I hope you're ready. And you know, this guy Disturbed, he's all of a sudden got this big issue. He's looking for Michael Judas.
I don't know many people that would look after Michael Judas, but if that's what Disturbed wants, I'm sure the Priest of Punishment would be more than willing to look back for him.
A lot going on. The Christmas holidays are upon us. It's the Fight Before Christmas, Saturday, December 14th. You make your plans to be there. Lots are going to go on, and I promise you, there's going to be some ghosts. It ain't Halloween no more, but there's going to be some ghosts there looking for Ryan North.
The Scrooge of WrestleAmerica. Go to facebook.com/WrestleAmerica for more information on the matches. And just tune in here every week as more matches get announced. But last month in a tag team match, it was Simon Sermon and Jackson Slade against Michael Stevens and Rob Adonis. And they came up on the losing end, and Rob Adonis took exception to it, blaming Michael Stevens for the loss. And that just nasty spinebuster turning.
It's interesting to note that Rob Adonis and Michael Stevens have a history. They have been friends for a long, long time. And obviously, that's why this team came together, and things did not work out the way Rob Adonis wanted them to, and he's taken out now on Marvelous Michael Stevens.
Just a brutal, uncalled for attack. Rob Adonis saying that he's the show. He take exception to losing.
And not at all happy. He wasn't happy with his former partner. He's not happy with this one. I'm not sure the man ever gets happy.
So now Rob Adonis coming out here with the director, Ryan Hart.
And where did they find this guy? I think we got enough Ryans around here already. What do you think?
They're multiplying. Who would have thunk it? But the show, Rob Adonis coming out.
And he wants to be the man around here. Apparently he wants to prove to Marvelous Michael Stevens that he is the one that should be in control. He's the one who should be getting the wins. And Marvelous Michael Stevens not making his win-loss record look good at all, according to Rob Adonis.
Rob Adonis definitely puts on a show when he's talking, but let's see what kind of show he puts on in the ring when he faces Michael Stevens. Up front, one-on-one. No blindside attack this time.
Yes, actions speak louder than words, and let's see what can he do with Marvelous Michael Stevens face-to-face in that ring. You know, Stevens giving up quite a bit of size here to Rob Adonis, but Marvelous Michael Stevens, as you know, is very crafty around the ring. Whether he's beloved by the fans or whether he's being booed, he knows what to do in the ring, and he's going to be taking care of business shortly. Why is it that Ryan has such a hard time admitting that Michael Stevens is truly marvelous?
Because he's a better dancer than Ryan North. Doesn't take a whole lot to be better than Ryan North at anything. So
he's another guy that's had a thing against Ryan North in the past, and these guys are no strangers to each other. And Stevens tries to stay away from him. It's probably the best thing to do.
It would be simpler to say who hasn't had issues with Ryan North.
Yeah, it might be quicker to find someone.
That is a short list.
In this building, for sure.
I believe there's someone in New Mexico that may have never had an issue with him one time, the one person.
I wonder if Ryan Hard has ever come across Ryan North. I'm sure Ryan does not appreciate having another manager out there. And there, right the bell, that's the clothesline, and here's Marvelous Michael Stevens pounding away on Rob Adonis. You should call him Mr. Big. Clothesline. Drops the elbow and nobody home. Stevens making up for size. Leg lariat with those quick moves. Hooks that leg, going for a quick pin attempt here. Adonis rolls out of the ring. Discretion sometimes, Bob, is the better part of valor.
Adonis probably thinking that he probably shouldn't have got himself in this mess, but sidestepping Michael Stevens, who was thinking about taking a dive and then a clubbing blow, sending Michael Stevens down to the floor.
We had to get that in there before we get back in the ring. Trying to cut Stevens down now. But I promise you, Stevens will give this man a run for his money.
Oh, did he punch his feet?
He did. He took advantage of whatever he had. He take the tables out from under the leg, the table will fall. They'll say the table to the legs of the table. Picks him up now, and now another stop. Working on that foot. He's got him now. Hooks him. Goes for a suplex. Good block by Rob Adonis. And now the back hurting of Marvelous Michael Stevens trying to pick the big man up.
That size difference came into play. Now Ryan Hart getting involved.
Some director he is. Directors don't put hands on. They just tell them what to do.
I think there's a Starbucks missing a barista right now.
Definitely. And somebody that runs a barbershop somewhere calling this guy's name. I don't know what's going on here. Picks him up now and drops him across the back with the backbreaker right across that knee.
Oh, he's got that megaphone.
He's a Jimmy Hart wannabe, right?
What cheerleader he steal that from? Rob Adonis just taking a bow. He hasn't done anything yet.
Who's he bowing to?
Himself.
I don't think anybody else was impressed. Now it comes up behind the man. And he's got him by the head. And a hard blow to the lower back here by Rob Adonis.
Gotta watch out Ryan Hart here.
Caught him and connected hard with that hard right hand. Hard chop now by Stevens. Off the ropes. Cuts the clothesline. Comes up and spinebuster. And that took all the wind out of the sails of Michael Stevens. And Stevens has had some problems here as of late with the exotic one, Simon Sermon. Seems like they have a bit of unfinished business coming up at the fight before Christmas.
Queen of Barnesville getting in it with everybody.
Now you want to see a dance, I'll put those two together. Couple of hard blows and now cuts him off. And I believe we saw them fight on this program not too long ago, right here on Continental Championship Wrestling. So they're not finished yet. Too much attention going to one of them, and the other one wants the attention. So here we go. It's just a fight for attention. And there's that bear hug. You don't see this, Bob, as much in pro wrestling as you used to. But back in the day, Ivan Koloff beat Bruno Sammartino with his very hold to win the WWF Championship.
Michael Stevens able to fight out of this one off the ropes, dodging a clothesline. Back off the ropes again, another clothesline dodge.
Speaking of Koloffs, more information on that coming up.
Trying to go for that suplex again, but that damage to that lower back is just the size difference between the two. Rob Adonis just tossing Michael Stevens like, I suck at potatoes.
And you can see that stunner on the lower back of Michael Stevens. Good analogy there, Bob.
Well, I took it from the best.
Yes. And I think that maybe Rob Adonis is making a mistake here in waiting too long. Michael Stevens is not a man that you wait on. You got to stay on him or he's going to get you. He's always thinking.
He's trying to show off being the show.
Don't take a bow now because you may find yourself on the losing end. Stevens is worn out right now. Arm whips him all the way across the ring. Cuts him up with an elbow and a hard forearm now by Stevens. Charges in, nobody there. And up, Stevens behind him. Step up kick.
You can hear that one.
Now sets him up and now taking advantage of that height difference.
Oh, there he got him.
And brought him down hard. He's got the pin here.
Only a 2 count. Michael Stevens able to use that momentum off the top to finally get that suplex on Rob Adonis. He's got Adonis reeling here. He needs to stay on him.
Forearm and hard chop here. And a step up by the big guy. And you don't see many men like that size doing step up insecurity.
Michael Stevens right back up and returns the favor.
And how high can he go? He had to do a step ladder for that one. Look at that! Took the big man down! He's got him! And look at the momentum!
Oh, Rob Adonis
so close!
able to barely kick out at 2. Rob Hart almost had a heart attack.
That would match his name there, wouldn't it? And now runs him backwards into that corner. And now it's Adonis firing on Marvelous Michael Stevens, trying to wear the man back down. I think he took the man for granted that he was just going to be an easy win. Found out quick he was not.
Going for a German.
Good block by Stevens. Good go behind, and again takes him down.
Nice cutter there, but Adonis smartly rolls to the ropes.
Realizing where he was in the ring, and that's a big clue for a veteran to know his way around the ring at all times.
Look at Ryan Hart's in the ring.
Why is he in the? What is he doing?
He just threw powder in the eyes.
He shouldn't be in the ring, threw powder in the eyes of Marvelous Michael Stevens. What is going on here?
Adonis back to his feet now.
Now comes up behind him. And neckbreaker caught him. He may have him here. Stevens was blinded by the manager, Ryan Hart, and your winner here, Rob Adonis. Now that was uncalled for.
Using that powder to blind the man.
We need to see a resolution to this because obviously that powder has no place in a professional wrestling ring.
He could have permanently injured him throwing that powder in his eyes like that.
Absolutely.
For the show, Rob Adonis victorious on Continental Championship Wrestling. I hope he's proud of himself.
I'm sure he's not.
Look at Michael Stevens. He can't even see. He's having to crawl to the back. We need to get some help from Michael Stevens.
Stevens still can't see. Whatever that powder was, he's blinded. And what kind of win is this for Rob Adonis? I guess it just matters the win or the loss in the record book, but how can you really be happy with that kind of win?
Well, when you have no morals, you can.
Apparently so.
The show, Rob Adonis with the director, Ryan Hart, definitely directed Rob Adonis on the way to a victory here this week. But this isn't, I guarantee you this is the last we've seen between those two.
There has to be another match.
Oh, he just hurt himself kicking the steps.
Well, your winner nonetheless, Rob Adonis. And you'll be a winner if you come to the Fight Before Christmas every year as an annual event. Come on out to Barnesville, Georgia. Coming down there to the Academy Gym, and it's going to be a great night. All the fans, it's like family down there. And you know the big matchup everybody's talking about. What would happen if you got the big man Disturbed in the ring with someone just as big? And you know, you saw what he did to Tyson Bean before. No one's been able to do anything to Disturb, but what about Michael Judas, the Priest of Punishment? That would be a match.
That would definitely be a match. It's very interesting to see what the Priest of Punishment could do with Disturbed. No one knows anything about him.
That's right, and Michael Judas is not a man that backs down from anyone, and so this will be a colossal battle. And the call-offs, a lot's going on with that. More information on that next week, but you're going to be talking about these Russians for a long time, and that's why we're going to see Scotty Beach and Fry Daddy back together as a tag team combination, maybe going out these call-offs.
It's going to be Saturday, December 14th. You know what's on the 14th?
Your birthday.
That's my birthday.
So you need to bring cake.
Yes, presents are welcome.
Yes. And
now,
don't tell Ryan North that because there's no telling what he'll bring you.
Mike Cross coming out to the ring now for singles action. Apparently, he's not a fan of music.
We should have Bob Smith Appreciation Night.
I like the sound of that.
That'd be great.
I really like that.
Bring all your used video games and DVDs, and he'll collect them. Any electronics you don't need.
Mike Cross getting ready to take on Tracer X one-on-one here. Some more great action for you. Next week, even some more great action as Michael Judas will take on Mike Payne in a steel cage match. That match next week here on Continental Championship Wrestling.
Not often you get to see a steel cage match on TV, Bob, and that's a rare treat. Right in time for the holidays to thank all the fans for being behind us and giving us those great numbers on YouTube and supporting us at the arenas. Thank you all. And that cage match is something you don't want to miss next week.
And next week you also get to see the Dirty Blondes in action. That's going to be awesome.
Maniac Michael Patrick and Brian Bam Bam Brock. Always a force to be reckoned with.
And Tyson Dean, Fry Daddy, both on next week as well.
A lot going on now. I talk about Fry Daddy and Tyson Dean, if that's what you're going to call him now. But again, more information on Tyson Dean. We're trying to gather that information right now. But right now, you see the lovely lady. Some people say the first lady of professional wrestling of Wrestle America, but
I know Ryan's upset he's missing this match.
America Strong was not in agreement that this lady was the first lady. And look at that, brings himself in the ring. This man is a lightning rod in the ring. Always impressive to watch. And anytime you get a chance to see Tracer X in the ring, it's going to be a great match.
I want to know who designs these T-shirts.
Yes. And it looks like these two are getting closer, as it seems.
Get a room.
Well, that could be a distraction. Some people say you shouldn't be distracted, especially in a wrestling match around here.
Well, you saw what happened with Simon Sermon coming out and spraying the perfume in the eyes of Katie Sparks.
Yeah, absolutely. And it has to be that once that bell rings, you're focused on your match. You're not really thinking about what's outside the ring. You try to focus on what's in the ring, and anything else is a distraction.
Mike Cross making his debut here at Continental, trying to make a name for himself, trying to establish himself here.
And Mike Cross has been very successful in many territories where he's wrestled. But like you say, when you come here, it's a different ballgame. So you're going to have to prove something here if you're going to stay around here.
Any of the accolades that you had before coming here really go out the window. You start fresh, the same place everyone else started.
And everyone's always jockeying for position here. Good go behind here as he's trying to figure an escape. Standing wrist lock here by Cross. First time I believe these two have ever met in the wrestling ring. So I'm sure that both men had to do some studying. Good release here and escape. Good go behind to a hammerlock by Tracer X from South Carolina. These guys travel from all over the country, but will be a part of Continental Championship Wrestling and Wrestle America. And we're very fortunate to have the crew that we have here.
We're in the hotbed of professional wrestling in the state of Georgia.
And with all the YouTube followers and with the TV viewers we have now, even more important to get that win in the ring.
We have YouTube viewers for all the way in Europe, Asia, Australia.
And we'd like to invite them to come down and see us anytime they're in the area. Might be a good road trip.
Who's driving?
Well, air trip. Good step over and roll up. Look at that maneuver. As Jim Ross would say, what a maneuver. Into a side headlock by Mike Cross. And I think that there may be a renewed respect here for Tracer X, not knowing much about Mike Cross going in, but realizing now this guy knows a little bit. into a side headlock, going back and forth. Good game of human chess here.
You got to find a way to ground Tracer X. Don't let him get going. Don't let him get that momentum going. You most likely won't be able to get him stopped once he gets started.
Foot on twist here by Mike Cross.
Tracer seems to be unfazed by the... Oh, but that
Well,
phased him.
Can't get you one way, get you another. Up and over. Look at that. Handstand. Oh, flying head scissors. That's the clothesline. Good go behind. And another flying head scissors, 2 in a row. Oh, stand up drop kick. And he connected hard. Notice how that foot came out right out and slapped him right upside the head. You never know which way a man like Tracer X is coming.
Tracer off that top rope. He was going for that flying clothesline miss. Mike Cross able to dodge it. Mike Cross goes running in, and
Tracer X has already made it known.
oh, wait a minute. Oh!
Face first planted
Mike
into
Cross
that turnbuckle.
blocked the head scissors takedown and used it as a pendulum slingshot to that top turnbuckle. Now Tracer down. He may be hurt.
Tracer X already made it known that it doesn't matter who wins that Bulletproof Championship. He wants a title match because he wasn't beaten, he says, in that tournament. He wants a chance with whoever ends up with that title. And it could be Dominique Stuckey. It could be Dax Anthony. That's coming up at the fight before Christmas. And I know all the fans would love to see Mr. Russ America get that belt for Christmas. Arm whips him across. Charging into an elbow.
The impact of that, you could hear it throughout the arena. Oh, flying crossbody, but Mike Cross sidestepping him. No one home, and a boot to the side of the head. May have knocked Tracer in the next week. Oh, driving the foot into the midsection.
You see the concern there at ringside from Katie Sparks. She obviously knows her man is down and he is in trouble.
Oh, Mike Cross does it again, and you saw he gave a little look to Katie as he did it.
Trying to add insult to injury. What an upset it would be, Bob, if Mike Cross could debut here and pin Tracer X.
It'd be incredible, and now Mike Cross draping Tracer across that middle rope, and now applying pressure on the back of the neck, choking the man on the rope.
Katie trying to give encouragement here as much as she can, but I'm not even sure that Tracer knows she's out there right now.
Now doing it in front of Katie as he barks at the crowd here in Barnesville.
Now found away.
Fight back.
He's about to throw his X up, I believe.
Over to the corner, Tracer followed through, sidestepped. Oh!
Cut him off again. This man, Mike Cross, is in this match to win it. He came here on a mission, obviously. He did his homework. He knows who Tracer X is. And he knows he has done his homework. He needs to get the pinfall on this man.
Mike Cross looking like he's almost unimpressed by Tracer.
He threw that leg so far into his rib and almost fell over. Covers him. It's still not enough, Bob.
Tracer is a fighter. He's not willing to give up easily.
Lifts him up. Full scoop slam. Close call. There, only a 2 count. Pulls him up back to his feet. Good go behind there. Caught him with an elbow.
You feel that one. A lot of heavy hitting in this one.
You are watching Continental Championship Wrestling. So glad you tuned in. Call a friend and tell them. Watch us on YouTube. Watch us on WDHN in Dothan, Alabama. And come out live to the matches. The fight before Christmas is coming Saturday, December 14th in Barnesville, Georgia at the Academy Gym. Lots of great action, and we're going to be going all about that match and those matches in the weeks to come. Make sure you go to our Facebook page and like us there and check us out. The matches are all going to be posted there.
Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Turn the notifications on so you know when new episodes get uploaded.
Ring the bell. And now he's got the man cut off, cutting the air off, and caught him with a hard knee. And now he maintains control of the head. And you know, wherever you take the head, Bob, the body will follow.
Well,
that's easy for me to say.
Yeah, you would hope the body would follow.
Yes. If not, you might have a problem.
Katie trying to help get this crowd behind Tracer to get him back into this match. Tracer getting back to his feet. Shots to the midsection, trying to break the hold. We get some separation there, but nice back kick to the midsection. Sending Tracer back down to his knees. Tracer arm whip off the ropes. Oh! Double stomp to the back, sending Mike Cross down. This may be the opening that Tracer X needs.
He's got bruised ribs, bruised back, everything now.
Tracer starting to feel it.
Kidneys.
Tracer back on his feet, clothesline, taking him down. Mike back up. Back forearms, another takedown. Oh!
Now you're seeing the fire of Tracer X that's made him so famous worldwide. Even in Japan, this man is a phenom. Pulls him now into the center ring. Close call, and still, where did he get the wherewithal to pull it out of there? How did he get that shoulder up? You are watching Continental Championship Wrestling. Only the finest is here.
Both men back up to their feet now. Mike Cross using those ropes to maintain his composure. Tracer going for that arm whip across, but Mike blocking it and gets a forearm to the face for his effort. Mike still not willing to go. Misses with the kick. Tracer's got Mike tied up here, but Cross fights out of it. Both men still jockeying for position. Tracer shots to the midsection. Oh! Solid right hand from Mike Cross. Stuns Tracer there for a minute. Tracer tried to go off the ropes, but Mike Cross had the hair and drives Tracer's head down into the mat, sending him.
Almost stood him up.
Oh.
Snapped his head. His neck is up in bad shape right now.
Mike Cross cover. Tracer kicking out at 2.
You know, some fans wonder, how do these guys go through these moves and how do their necks not get snapped? But when you're in that gym, Bob, and you know you're going to wrestle people like this, you got to train your neck. You got to build up those muscles around your head. You got to be ready in all parts of your body because you never know what's going to happen in that ring.
And we would both obviously know that.
No, well, we may be in the ring before it's over, Bob.
Well, I've been in the ring.
Well, I've been there too.
Oh, Mike Cross went for a back stomp, but Tracer plants Mike Cross. Tracer not wasting a single moment. Going up to the top. He could be looking for that 450 splash up top. And he hits it. Cover.
Beautifully
1, 2,
executed.
3. Tracer.
Your winner's Tracer X.
Able to come up with the victory against Mike Cross. Hard fought victory.
This guy's the real deal, Tracer X. And as we said, he's still going to be looking for that bulletproof championship down the road. He still wants his shot, whoever the champion may be.
Tracer victorious in this one, but this is definitely going to be one that he feels for a while. Mike Cross put up one heck of a fight.
Your winner, Tracer X, with the beautifully, lovely Kitty Sparks.
Throw your X up, Ben. Throw it up.
Well, I can't do it right now, but certainly Tracer X can. He does it pretty well. It doesn't hurt to have somebody like that at ringside to comfort you when you're down.
Oh, yeah. Well, Dominique called out Tracer a little bit earlier, so it'll be interesting to see if we do get that rematch between those two in the next weeks to come here in Continental Championship Wrestling.
One thing about Dominique, he said he does not back down for challenge. He wants the top guys in wrestling, Bob, because he wants to prove to everyone what he thinks he already knows. He's one of the best. And the night fight before Christmas, it will be on Saturday, December 14th. Bobby Flacco, one of the high-flying luchadors that people have talked about and raged about, he's coming into Wrestle America for one night only. Make sure you're there December 14th to see this guy. Brian Idol, who appeared on AEW television. Make sure you come and see him. The ladies already talking about him, Bob. They're saying he's going to be something to see. And Scotty Beach and Friday back together as a tag team combination. We're going to see what happens with that, as well as Dax Anthony one-on-one with Dominique Stuckey for that Bulletproof Championship. There will be a winner, a champion named that night. Plus, Michael Judas takes on disturbed.
I know YouTube's going to be happy. The return of the pool noodles. The return of Scotty Beach.
Yes. And we got a surprise for Ryan North, the general manager. He might not be general manager much longer. Now we're going to check out Simon Sermon.
Yeah, last week he wasn't very happy about how much the fans had paid to see him.
Well, guess what? You losers haven't paid enough to watch me perform tonight.
Well, what an insult to the fans, Bob.
Yeah,
They paid good money to see him.
they did, and
And some of them didn't want to see him.
and he just decided that he was going to walk out on the match that he had with Tracer X after what he had done to Katie Sparks, spraying that perfume in her eyes. So Tracer took the count out victory. Not the victory he wanted, but it counts as a W in the books for him.
Down to the bottom of it right now. Because these people here pay good money to come to wrestling every month. We appreciate each and every one of you. Just like I do, I go to work every day so I can have entertainment money for my family. And this man, while I give you respect as a legend, Mr. Olympia, Javinger Stokes, I give you props. But you in Dothan, Alabama, took it upon yourself to side with the exotic one, Simon Sermon, and attack our owner, Cowboy Dennis Gale, and you allowed him to put lipstick on him and kiss him. You allowed it. And then your man comes down here and doesn't want to wrestle because he don't make enough money.
Hey, I want you to call the owner, Dennis Gale, out here if you don't mind.
Go ahead, call him out. Well, Dennis Gale, come on out. I'm going to get it. Oh, I can walk.
Let me help
I can walk.
Let me help you. Get a little old.
Can I get the owner, Cowboy Dennis Gale, up here?
Hey, Dennis, I'm talking to you. Won't you leave them people alone? Come out here and talk to me. You know, you people don't know. I had a lot of problem with this person in CCW, and I will take it. I will get back, and I'll get even with him too, whether you like it or he likes it. Now, as far as Simon, you know, I don't blame him. Dennis needs to come off the hip and pay some money. You need to give the man some money, and maybe you'll have a wrestling match. You know, I've had enough of you anyway. Why don't me and you get in there, but you gonna pay me because I'm gonna beat your butt.
Well, I'm going to beat your butt free of charge. Just slap free of charge. And when I'm beating your butt and when I get through and you're not able to do anything, maybe somebody out here give you a bologna sandwich, Jerry. You're right. You want to talk. Your gums have beat 90 miles an hour. And you ain't said nothing, Jack. Put your foot out there. Hey, I tell you what. Call Twinkle Dee Twinkle Dum out here. Come here, Simon.
Hey, Simon. Simon, come on out here. I got something for you. I got somebody I want you to tear the hell up. Come out here. You might bite a bit off a little more than you chew, buddy. Come on out here, Simon. Simon. Hey, watch it. He's crazy, man. He's crazy. Hey, man. He's crazy. Hey, you done lost your mind, what you've done. You damn right you ain't had one. Watch out, man.
All right, now,
Get out here.
calm down. Calm down, Dennis. Lost my mind. No, I ain't lost it. I ain't never had one, Jack. Not the first one. When I come out, buddy, I slapped the doctor. He didn't slap me, and I didn't slap I'm not going to slap you on your butt. And you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to watch it. You know what you did in Dothan? You know what you did? Yeah, real king. I loved it. I loved it. Hey, let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you, boy. You know, you left here the other night. You didn't wrestle. You're under contract. You're under contract. Yeah. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about taking you on tonight because I'm not dumb enough, being a little incapacitated, for both of you to be on both ends. But I tell you what I'm going to do for these people. I'm not going to worry about the hot dog eating contest. You see this right here? In about a month, buddy, I'm going to tighten your nuts up. I promise. You're right. But you know what? You under contract tonight. So you turn around and leave, and you're going to be paying us. We're not going to be paying you. You're going to wrestle tonight. You're going to wrestle somebody. He's going to wrestle somebody.
You either wrestle or you're going to pay us for your contract because you have a contract not to just show up in this thing. You don't touch me.
You don't tell me what I'll
You don't touch me. Try it.
I'll whip your butt.
Come on, buddy.
I'll bust you up.
I got somebody for you to wrestle. I'll bring him out. Play the music. Hit the music. I got you an opponent.
Well, Simon Sternwood says he's not going to wrestle. He's still upset about how much money people are paying, I guess.
Well, Dennis Dale still hasn't forgotten what Simon Summer did to him on this program a few weeks ago. Nobody's ever done that to Dennis Dale.
They haven't, but music's playing. Someone's coming out. I recognize the music, and it is Owen Parker.
Yes, wonders never cease. The former referee, Ryan North, has had a hard time with over the weeks and weeks, but you always see Owen Parker is fighting the good fight for the people, and he's not always the most experienced, Bob. He's not the biggest guy in the fight, but he never backs down.
I thought Ryan North was the president of the Owen Parker fan club.
I think maybe that was a misprint or something.
Oh, okay.
Here you've got Owen Parker has a lot of followers here. YouTube even loves Owen Parker.
Oh, yeah.
I think it must be the trunks he wears.
Don't you like Legend of
It's the
Zelda?
luck of the Irish, I thought. But
Don't you like Zelda?
I used to play with Zelda.
But she's asleep.
Yes.
Whatever. Hey! Dennis Gale, instead of having this poor child come out here and be the sacrificial lamb, why don't you get your lame behind up here so I can kick your teeth in? How about that? Huh? How about that? How about this? How about this? When I got up this morning, I decided I was just going to live my best gay life, okay? That's what I do. I don't worry about what Dennis Gale thinks. I don't worry about what you think. And I sure as hell do not worry about what you people think. How much is a ticket? Is it still $10? $12.50. Well, they paid $10, $12.50 last time. They paid $12.50 this time. They still have not paid enough money to see me. I'm out of here.
Simon has put the mic down. He said he's out of here. He's leaving, and he's headed for the exit just like he did last week.
Well, if you're scared, say you're scared, Simon. And he called this guy
Wait a
nothing.
minute. Here comes Owen.
Well, that's Owen. His drive, determination. He's not going to let him run away this time. He's going to get him. Throwing him back out. And Owen Parker's on fire here. These fans made this man, Owen Parker, what he is. They are the driving force behind Owen Parker.
Look out. Oh. Simon was hard off that wall.
Upside down.
Owen got him by the back of the neck, and he's taking him to the ring.
throwing him into the ring now, and the bell has sounded, and we got action. And I was thinking maybe Simon had the advantage here, but Owen has taken the advantage early. Cut off, though, that time by Simon.
Oh, went for a suplex, but
got him. Somehow, he might have to grab some rope there.
Simon didn't want to have a match, but Owen's going to make sure there is one. Nice shoulder tackle. Sending Simon Sermon down to the canvas.
The Queen is having a hard time tonight. All those insults he lashed out at Owen Parker coming back to haunt him. The Queen will be at the fight before Christmas, looking for marvelous martial speed. I'm sure they'll have a Christmas-themed match you will never forget, Bob.
I can't wait for it.
Arm putting him across the ring, upside down over the ropes.
Simon's still wearing his robe.
Oh, uppercut by Owen Parker.
Knocking the taste out of his mouth.
Before this year ends, Bob, I wish we could right all the wrongs that Ryan North did, like the Christmas Carol itself. If we could get Owen Parker back here, if we could get some things reversed, and get Ryan North off his throne.
Oh, sends Simon off that top rope. Cover. Oh, it's Simon.
Said the miracle on 34th Street with the miracle on 118
what is Simon doing?
Academy Drive.
Simon just took some out of his knee pad.
Yes, he did, and he's bad about taking things out. Oh! What's he got?
Oh, my.
He knocked him out cold.
I don't know what that is on his hand, but he's got something. His hand's loaded.
This guy's devious. This guy he is something else to behold. What? He never took his robe off, Bob.
Oh, my God.
Didn't even take the match seriously.
The match has been thrown out. Referee needs to get in there and separate these two. Oh, another shot.
Was he the Brass Nuts champion?
Another shot to the head.
And look, now what's he doing? This guy, Owen Parker, not even a full-fledged wrestler for very long, just started wrestling, being taken advantage of by a veteran like Simon Sermon.
Owen Parker's busted open. Owen Parker's been busted wide open.
Just pounding that metal into his head.
This is the queen for you. This is the queen for you, all right. Oh, and now backup's coming, and Simon's heading for the hills.
Why is he leaving now? Had to use a foreign object to stop. He could have got beat right here by Owen Parker. Owen Parker had him going. Simon Sermon, I hope you get coal for Christmas in your stockings.
Absolutely despicable from the Queen of Barnesville, Simon Sermon.
What kind of queen does something like that?
Not a good one.
Queen of fools.
Definitely.
Thank goodness Cowboy Dennis Dale came in there.
We need to get some help out there for Owen Parker.
The fans giving the what for there to Simon Sermon. Not happy at all with what this man has done here.
Got to hold back the fans at ringside. Fans at ringside definitely not happy.
You don't want to mess with some of those folks over there, I promise you.
Simon walking around the ring, proud, showing everyone what he's done. The blood on those brass nuts.
What a braggart he is. Somebody's got to deal with him. Oh, Dennis almost did. It might be time for a Dennis Dale Simon Sermon match very soon, Bob. What a matchup that would be. Wouldn't be much for a wrestling match. More like a fight. Now Jerry Stubbs, driving Jerry Stubbs at ringside. You never know who's going to be at WrestleMania and Continental Championship Wrestling.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
he is sick. Sick, twisted individual. Jerry Stubbs needs to get him out of here. How'd they get a line?
That's Jerry's man.
What kind of a alignment is that? Nonetheless, this match is over.
We need some help for Owen.